Hi, and welcome back to another Data Hub training course video. In this video, I'm going to be talking again about the criterion column and criterion arguments of our formula, specifically our formulas that end in group by. Okay, because there's something that is happening that's maybe not as clear to our users. Okay, so just as an example, I've got our Amazon traffic group by formula. I'm using the default selector. I'm looking at our data from the last 3 months, and then I'm looking at the columns date, title, sessions, page views, and units ordered. Okay? And this is what we see. Notice on the left, we have one row of data per date. Something that I want to touch on here, which I haven't touched on previous, is if we leave this group by argument blank, this formula is automatically grouping by our first argument, or our first column in our column argument. Okay, so that's why we're seeing our data, aggregated for one day, right? Now notice I have more than one product, and so if we were to, for example, group by title, we should see only one row of data per title that we have, and that's what we see here, right? So I'm seeing our data aggregated over the last 3 months based upon titles, right? So if I leave this blank, it's as if I were grouping by day. Now why is that important? That's important because if I come over here to my criterion column, let's say I'm like, hey, I want to look at only days where sessions were greater than 500, let's say. If I put that in, I get back a blank return. There are no results. Why is that? I can clearly see, if I take this out, I can clearly see days where I have over 500 sessions, right? Now the reason for that is this filter argument over here happens before the grouping. So basically what this formula right here is saying, it's looking for days, or it's looking for lines of data where the sessions were greater than 500, and then it's grouping those rows by day. Okay? The filter is happening before the group by. And in this case, we don't have any rows of data where the sessions are greater than 500 before grouping by day. Okay? I know that's a little bit confusing. Now watch what I'm going to do here. If I want to filter by looking at sessions that are greater than 500 after grouping by day, all I have to do is put having. If I put having in this criterion 1 argument, I'm basically saying to this Google Sheet formula, I want to look for rows of data where sessions are greater than 500 after we filtered by day. And if I click enter now, there you go. I'm looking at rows of data and basically days, because I'm grouping by day. I'm looking at days where sessions were greater than 500, which is exactly what I was looking for. So if you're in the process of using a group by formula and you're filtering by something and you're like, man, this isn't showing up, check this argument over here, this space over here, because chances are you're grouping by something even if you're not intending to, and your filter is happening before that grouping. And really what you're probably intending is to have that filter happening after the group by. So hopefully that helps. Let us know if you have any questions about that, and we'll catch you in the next video.